Hi, my name is Jung Park, and my team and I today will be discussing Big Tech's breach of trust. To give a little bit of background, in 2018, the New York Times led a series of investigations into different top U.S. tech firms regarding how they handled their users' private data and their policies regarding how they dealt with misinformation. The investigation found that due to a lack of government oversight, companies were able to bypass privacy regulations to form partnerships, allowing them access to each other's users' private database. The findings determined that over 150 companies participated in this data sharing partnership, which brought into question company privacy rules, user consent agreements, and how companies handled user-sensitive information. As a result, these investigations caused tech companies to come under scrutiny, shedding light on the alarming number of data breaches and losses. It also brought to the forefront growing concerns about the security measures of user data within tech companies. Also, the hesitancy of companies to address these issues has further intensified public and regulatory concerns, which has prompted a call for a reevaluation of privacy and security practices within the tech industry. I will now pass it on to Shreya so she can further discuss.
Several high-profile companies involved in the scandal include Microsoft Bing, Spotify, Netflix, and Amazon. Several high-profile companies that experienced data breaches include MoveIt, T-Mobile, ChatGPT, Chick-fil-A, Google Five, Alibaba, LinkedIn, Facebook, Yahoo, among the many others. Looking at further implications, big tech companies often collect vast amounts of user data through various services, apps, and platforms. The extent of data collection include personal info, online behavior, preferences, and even sensitive data. For example, T-Mobile suffered its second data breach of 2023 after a hack that revealed the PINs, full names, and phone numbers of over 800 customers. They say they incurred significant expenses from this data breach and not only lost millions of dollars but also lost customers' trusts. Another example is ChatGPT. They said they faced a setback early this year when they announced a data breach. They say in the hours before we took ChatGPT offline, it was possible for some users to see the active user's first name, last name, email, payment address, and the 4 digits of their credit card.
Hi everyone, as you can see on the screen, our topic today is Big Tech Breach of Trust. Today I would like to discuss what are the consequences. The result is a tense relationship between customer and tech companies that is defined by struggle for personal data. Yes, big tech company ongoing privacy violation and abuses, which are poisoning the digital ecosystem and creating mistrust. Customers are understandably uneasy when they shop online. The impact that big tech current business methods have on business and customers cannot be overstated. Rebuilding digital trust and repairing tech shattered reputation will take time. They are symbolic of the continuous loss of customer trust and the disintegrations of business-to-business connection. Thank you.
Issues. Ethical issues include inadequate data privacy practices and algorithmic bias and fairness. Inadequate data privacy practices lapses can lead to unauthorized access and breaches, jeopardizing user trust and consent. Algorithmic bias is another ethical issue. When big tech algorithms exhibit bias, it can result in discriminatory outcome. Professional issues. Big tech faces challenges with antitrust concerns, risking accusation of monopolistic practices, and labor practices and employee treatment. Ethical treatment of employees, fair wages, and appropriate working conditions are integral to maintaining a positive professional image.
Computing professionals may use the AMC Code of Ethics and Professional Practices as a guide for ethical decision-making. In the event of a data breach, the following principles apply. Be honest and trustworthy, respect privacy, honor confidentiality, and know and respect the existing rules pertaining to professional work. The complex nature of ethical decision-making can lead to the following ethical dilemmas. Privacy versus business interest, where companies must balance the safeguarding of user privacy with leveraging collected data for business advantages. Transparency and consent. This involves securing genuine consent from users while engaging in transparent data practices. Innovation within regulatory compliance. This dilemma focuses on adhering to ethical and legal regulations while pursuing innovation. Accountability and disclosure. In the event of a data breach, prompt disclosure and accountability are critical. This includes not only acknowledging the breach, but also taking steps to remedy the situation, even though these actions may be costly.
What are the moral dilemmas? The moral dilemmas are: aim is to ethical, technology is to guarantee a moral link between the users and the technology. Create an accountability culture and utilizing innovative technology in the right way.
Dilemmas. Few of the professional dilemmas include personal values versus company culture. If a person's personal value conflict with the prevailing culture within the big tech company, they may face a dilemma regarding whether to conform to the company culture or stand firm in their personal principles. Customer trust and business interest. Professionals may find themselves torn between ensuring transparency and protecting customer interest or prioritizing business interest, especially when those interests may conflict with the customer trust. Compliance and innovations. Professionals may face dilemmas when asked to work on projects that could potentially violate privacy or ethical standards in pursuit of technology advancements.
To begin with legal implication, one of the most significant issues is privacy violation through collaboration with companies like Netflix and Spotify. Facebook exposed user data without their awareness. In 2018, the company was accused of violating consumer protection laws due to failing to protect user data and lacking transparency about how it was used. Again, Facebook faced a government investigation specifically regarding the spread of misinformation about the COVID-19 vaccine. Consequently, Facebook came under regulatory scrutiny, received fines, and was issued orders to implement changes based on the investigation findings. As we wrap up our discussion today, here is a summary of some key takeaways from our presentation. Firstly, we discussed about the unsettling revelation of data sharing partnership among major platforms. The next point is the urgent need for regulatory oversight. And finally, the investigation also shed light on a concerning gap in addressing misinformation within this industry.